Hello everybody. Let me set up my rig here. I hope everybody is having a wonderful evening. And I must apologize for coming on here a little bit later, but I had a few things to do and I was actually assessing the markets a little bit because the markets did open for the Australian session. Amazing. Look at how many people are joining this feed. Hello guys, I am Reza, also known as Ocean Sky on Instagram, Periscope, Snapchat, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, etc. I am 33 years old. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a money manager, trader, life and success coach. Used to live in the back seat of my Honda Civic 5 years ago. Today I'm worth $20 million plus, and I come on here and I teach my followers how to make money, how to crush the financial markets, and how to become every single thing they have ever wanted to be. Free of charge. Now, amazing. 740 people in here. This is amazing. Amazing. Okay, guys, please share the feed as much as you can. Share. And share the feed as much as you can. Let's get as many hearts as possible, please. I'm going to be teaching you guys the 4 methods that I want you to use, not you're going to use. I want you to use when assessing the markets. If you follow these 4 methods, I promise you, you're going to become a money-making machine. All right? Imagine sitting right next to the beach with your laptop, all right, while making $100 an hour, $1,000 an hour. Wow, I have almost 900 people in here. I am so blessed. I love you guys so much. Guys, give me as many hearts as possible. That's all I ask, okay? And trust me, you do not want to leave this. Do not leave the feed tonight, because the 4 things I'm going to teach you are the 4 bullets you're going to need to take down any market, regardless of you trading Forex, stocks, bonds, ETFs, precious metals, no matter what you trade, all right? Forget about all those courses out there. I'm going to teach you 4 methods that when you combine them together, you'll be able to pick the market off, bam, all right? Wow, almost 1,000 viewers. This is crazy. I love you guys. All right, I'm going to shut the chat off so I can see everything. All right, all I ask from you guys is please share the feed every 2-3 minutes. Every 2-3 minutes, swipe to the right, share the broadcast. All right, and please, everyone, give me as many hearts, because that's what drives me. If I can get to the top of the Periscope charts, then I can get more people in here. We can spread the awareness. Together, we can do it. Together, we are a team. Unity, synergy, we can do it together. All right, now, last night, I showed you guys what platform to download. You all downloaded MetaTrader 4. You learned how to set up the platform. You learned how to open up a demo account. You learned how to fund your demo account. You learned how to use the color templates that I gave you, because without the color templates, things are going to look a little bit off. Now, tonight, I'm going to show you the 4 tricks that I use to destroy the markets. All right? The last 1 month, I've been giving trades every single night, and they've been doing nothing but making money. In fact, gold just made a 5-year low. On Thursday, I told everyone at 11:46, sell gold because you're going to become a millionaire. Gold made a 5-year low on speculations of a rate hike by the Fed. That's the kind of stuff you're going to learn. Power. So, without further ado, wow, I think we're going to break 1,000 viewers. Sorry, my voice is a little bit dry. Can I please get a water, if you don't mind, please? So, if anyone has an issue so far with setting up their MetaTrader 4, please let me know, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it on the feed after this, okay? If you guys give me 1 second, I do need to get myself a glass of water, okay? Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I gotta get some water. Sorry, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. I needed that water. All right, you have to excuse me. I had to get water. So now, last night, I also made everybody write themselves a $1 million check. That's my commitment to you guys. I've made a commitment to every single viewer to cash that check. All right? $1 million in 1 year is a lot of money. And all you have to do is stay on my feed, watch me every day, listen to what I say, and take my trades. Nothing else to it. You don't need to pay me. You don't need to sign up to any paid setups. You don't need to send me any money. None of that. This is free. For the next 365 days, I'm going to do this for free. All right? So write a $1 million check out to yourself. If you want to know the rest of it, contact me on Instagram at OceanSky, OCEANNSKY, or message me on Facebook, facebook.com/RealOceanSky. If you haven't done it yet, please write yourself a $1 million check, cashable 364 days from today. And I guarantee you I'm going to cash that check for you in a year. All you got to do is listen. All right. Now, the video from last night, this is a 2-part video. The video from last night is going to be uploaded onto YouTube tonight. YouTube.com/OceanSkyTV. All right. It's going to be there. Now, tonight, I'm teaching you guys the 4 bullets, the 4 magical indicators. Write these down. Grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, because if you want, you can even do some self-studying on it later. Number 1, trend lines. TRENDLINES. Trend lines. Trend lines are going to be your number 1 powerful round. Okay? They are your sniper round. They are your hollow point sniper round. Okay? They are a very powerful setup. Now, number 2, Fibonacci. Fibonacci levels, Fibonacci retracements, harmony within, harmony around the world. Everything around the world revolves around the Fibonacci. Okay? Now, it's a mathematical algorithm, mathematical equation, but when you implement that into the markets, you'll see how powerful it is and how well it supports price action. So, trend lines, number 1, Fibonacci levels, number 2. Number 3, S-R, support and resistance. Wow, 1.1 thousand people watching this feed. Amazing. Support and resistance. All right. Now, support and resistance is also an extremely important aspect of market movement. Number 4, pivot points. Daily pivot points. PIVOT, POINTS. These 4 things I use to make thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a day. In fact, I bought my first Lamborghini, okay, cash, by doing $10,000 a day in profits because I made that goal. In 30 days, I bought it cash. It was a goal I set. Scary thing is, in a month, you guys are going to be capable to make $10,000 a day. Doesn't matter what you do right now. You could be working for $5 an hour, $10 an hour. You could be a massive real estate mogul. This is important. Master it. Okay? So write these four indicators down. Fibonacci levels, support and resistance, trend lines, and pivot points. Power, power, power. Now, I'm going to give you guys a minute to gather yourselves, okay? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my computer on, and I'm going to show you guys how these work and how ridiculously powerful they are. How ridiculously powerful they are, okay? So I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes while I move my rig, okay, and set it up directly in front of my computer. Get your pens ready. Get your papers ready. And all I want you guys to do is pay close attention, all right? What I'm going to teach you is a lot more powerful than all these stock courses out there. A lot of them are teaching a similar setup and not even remotely as good as what I have, okay? For example, there's guys out there that claim they've turned they've created 5 millionaires in their lifetime in their courses, and they have 20,000 students. Well, that's a horrific statistic. If you have 20,000 students and you've only created 5 millionaires, that's a pretty bad statistic. Hold on a second. Let me set my rig up. All right. Okay. So get your pens, get your papers ready. You do not want to miss this. Trust me, because tomorrow, if you ask me about this stuff, I'm going to tell you, I poured my guts out. I explained it. You missed out on it. All right? So give me a second. Everybody load up your MetaTrader 4 terminals. Turn it on. All right? If you are new to this and you do not know how to turn on your MetaTrader 4 terminals, please do me a favor, watch yesterday's feed. If you cannot find yesterday's feed, contact me on Instagram and on Facebook. Facebook, it's /RealOceanSky. And on Instagram, it's @OceanSky with 2 N's. OCEANNSKY. And I'll gladly walk you through it and help you out. Without further ado, to the charts, all right? Now, I'm going to hook this up. Make sure everybody can see what's going on. All right. Now, what we're looking at right now, all right, what we're looking at here is the US CAD on a 1-hour time frame. Now, everyone take a look at the color scheme I have here. I showed everyone yesterday how to get this color scheme, how to set it up. So everybody should have this set up. Again, if you're confused, if you don't know what it is, all right, ask me later on the feed or ask me on Instagram, Facebook. Plenty of the boys here will help you. And guys, please continue to share the feed. Keep sharing my feed right now. Let's not drop below 1,000. Let's keep sharing the feed and get as many hearts. Everyone give me 1,000 hearts at least, please. Okay? I'm really counting on it. Now, the first thing I'm going to teach you guys is trend lines. Now, if you look at this, this is price action. All right? Every single candle here represents a 1-hour interval, 1-hour time frame. All right? Now, if I come here and I click this one, this button, every candle represents a 5-minute time frame. All right, so this candle here is representing 5 minutes of price action. So let's go to a 1-hour time frame. And without me explaining to you how all the candles and structure works, I'm going to explain to you guys how we use trend lines, okay? Now, for the average person, if they are to look at this chart, they're going to say, well, I'm not sure what I'm looking at, okay? Because what you see is price moving up and down, up and down, up and down. Now, trend lines are a way to create a map or a future plot line of where prices are going to go, or where prices are going to fail, or where prices are going to reverse. All right? Let me see if I can turn this actually this way. It may be better for you guys to actually look at it like this. Okay? I'm not sure if that's better for you guys or not. Now, take a look at this, guys, okay? What you're seeing here is a USD CAD. And as you can see, if I said where are prices going, you'd probably say, well, I'm not 110% sure. So a trend line, okay, is going to open everything up for you. Now, when we start plotting trend lines, what we want to do is go on a 1-day time frame, daily time frame. A daily time frame means every single candle here represents 1 day of price action. So, for example, okay, for example, let me get my pen. This candle here, this little blue candle here is today, is Sunday's candle. So tomorrow a new candle will form next to it. This candle here is Friday's candle. This candle here is Thursday. And this is Wednesday. So for example, we can see Wednesday, the market moved tremendously and USD CAD made a massive push upwards. All right, so each candle represents a day. So when we want to start plotting out our charts and creating that future line, that that basic setup where it's going to tell us exactly when to buy, when to sell, and we're always going to make money every single day. We want to start on the biggest time frame, which is the daily. Forget about the weekly and monthly. We're going to stick to the daily. Okay? Now, the way trend lines work is like this. On top of your MetaTrader 4, okay, right up here, let me move this a bit higher. Right up here, okay, you can see my mouse. If you hover over it, it says trend line. Okay, you're going to click the trend line. All right. 1 second. Let me make the screen a bit better. If I knew I'm going to have this many people watching this feed, boy, I would have created a better rig. Now, you're going to click this trend line button. And the first thing you're going to do is make one line and let it go. Okay? Anywhere on the screen. You're going to come and double click it. Double click that line. Right click it and go to trend line properties. Please write this down. It's extremely important. When you initially do it, this button is going to be clicked. The button that says Ray is going to be selected. What you want to do is deselect it. Okay? Because if it's selected, this is what it's going to do. Okay? You see how it is? It's not going to let you really customize it or move it around freely. It's going to be kind of stuck. So when you right click it and you deselect Ray, it will allow you to move it around freely, make it smaller, make it bigger, drop it wherever you want. So make sure you initially drop it on the screen by just clicking one point and releasing it at another point. Double click it so it highlights. Right click, trend line properties, and deselect Ray. Once you've done so, you can just double click it again when it's selected and delete it. Now that is permanently saved in all of your settings. Okay? Now, how do trend lines work? Okay? Trend lines are used to identify where prices failed or where prices wanted to go. Excuse me, I have to have a drink, okay? And the way they work is like this. I'm going to show you guys. This is a naked chart with absolutely zero indicators on it. So from this chart, it's very hard to depict where price is going to go. Am I buying? Am I selling? Where's my stop loss? Where's my take profit? But by the time I'm done with it, you're going to be able to predict the prices instantly and say, wow, now I know what's happening. All right? So trend lines work like this. Watch this. I'm going to draw the first trend line. I'm going to start from the bottom of here and I'm going to draw it. And that's my first trend line. Now, a lot of people are going to say, what does that mean? What did he just do? I took the lowest price, okay, that I could see on my screen on a daily time frame, which is price from May 12, 2015, okay, when price was at 119, 118 on the USD CAD, and I connected it to the June 15 price. All right? The way trend lines work is you need to find multiple points of contact. All right? Multiple points of contact. For example, this would not, this would not be a trend line. Why? Because I started the price here and I just randomly took it up within this area. Well, prices touched it once and that was it. There's no reason to think this is ever going to be a trend line. Okay? But if I did this, that is a trend line. Okay? You want to know why? Because, all right? Because prices touched it once here, once here, once here, once here, once here, and it connected through here. All right? So I'm going to remove that one for now because I don't want to use that trend line. But this is my first trend line down here. Now this basic trend line right away just created multiple buy trades. Areas where you can buy. Because now every single time a candle touches this line, you could potentially buy it because it's not going to break through and it should go up. Every time prices come down, so if price was to all of a sudden go down like this, you could probably buy it. You know why? Because it's probably 99% going to bounce up from here and go up. All right? So that's going to be your trend line. All right? Now, let me remove the future price. Okay, so the trend line is basically using a line to connect multiple price points, multiple areas where prices failed. So look at it this way. Let's imagine it this way. Let's say you're riding your bike, you're a rider, right? And you know that every single time you cross Fifth Avenue, because of a slippery oil patch that has always been there, built up there, you're gonna fall, right? So you can put a big X on that area and say every single time, because of the constant oil buildup here, you go through this oil patch at a high pace, you're going to fall. So it's future prediction. You don't need anyone to tell you. So if tomorrow you're on Fifth Avenue and you come up to the oil patch, you know you're probably going to fall. That's what we're predicting. Guys, share the feed. Come on, keep sharing the feed, guys. All I'm asking is, everyone swipe to the right, share the feed again. Let's keep it over 1,000, all right? Now, this is how it works. We're gonna connect every single relevant price point. But there must be multiple areas where prices touched. Multiple areas where prices touched. Not just one candle. All right? So that's one trend line. All right? Now, if I want to spot another trend line, look it over here. Okay? Is there any multiple prices here? No, there isn't. 1, 2, 3. We don't want to use that trend line. So we're going to continuously look where prices severely fail to penetrate. Now, I see something here, right? Check this out. Actually, this one's even better. Look at that. Starts from here, connects this area, and connects this area. So now we have another line that every single time price touches this line, we can either buy off of it and go up or sell if it breaks it. All right, guys, continue to share the feed, please. Everybody share the feed. All right, let me draw another trend line for you. All right, let me see if I find something very powerful. Now, this area, as you can see, there's a support zone here. So let's see if we can line this up with anything. Bam, look at that. I just lined them up. Let's zoom it in and see what it is. Beautiful. Now we know why the prices jumped up. So if you had this line drawn out last week, beginning of the week, which my team did, and my team made a ton of money on USD CAD, because when this candle failed at the beginning of the week, I told all of my boys to go long because it's going to go above 130. It's going to go to 130, and my boys went long, and everybody made a hell of a lot of money. All right? So as you can see, I connected those lines, and now all of a sudden, we have another trend line up here. So let's zoom it out and see if we can find any more. Okay? We're just looking for anywhere where there's multiple areas where prices failed. So anywhere price failed, okay? For example, let's see. Okay. Check this out. Here's a good trend line. Why is this a very good trend line? Let's zoom in and see. We're starting at the bottom. We have multiple area where prices failed right here. Okay, so it intercepts, comes all the way up. This candle here failed as well. Intercepted. This candle here broke through. When it broke through, prices moved up. So it tells me there's a support and resistance line here, and up we go. So already, I've got right in this cluster 1, 2, 3 different areas that I can buy or sell the USD CAD. Boom, right off the bat. Okay, now that I pretty much found all the trend lines I want on a daily time frame, let's go on a 4-hour time frame. and get even more precise. Now, every single candle you see here represents 4 hours of trading. All right? So we're going to get more precise. All right? And right off the bat, I see a trend line here. Right off the bat. Okay? I've got a trend line here right off the bat that I did not have on a daily time frame, because now I've gone even tighter and deeper into the price action. So now, check this out. Do you notice every time prices touch this line, it failed? So it failed. It tried to touch it, failed. It tried to break it, failed, failed, failed. However, when it broke through it, it broke right through and went up. That's the beautiful thing about trend lines. Once they break, you're almost guaranteed that they're going to continue in that direction. So for example, if prices, right, say pretend this is the price and it comes down and it breaks through this, like it actually comes down and breaks through all 3 of these, I guarantee you now price is going to come all the way down here. So what would you do if a 4-hour candle broke through this area? You would sell. You would sell it, because now we know price has to come down and test this area. Right? If it doesn't break through it, what can you do? You can buy it. Because now we know price has failed to penetrate it and it's going to pull back up. Okay? Guys, share the feed. Every time we drop followers, share the feed again. Just keep sharing the feed. So that's a trend line I found now on a 4-hour time frame. Now I see another trend line over here. Okay? Check this one out. I'm going to connect this price. Here's the trend line here. Here's another one here. Now remember, you can also Google this stuff. I'm giving you the power. Google it as well if you want to self-teach yourself, okay? Now, I've got multiple trend lines I've drawn in this area. Now, we're not really concerned about drawing trend lines here because price is way up here, right? We're more focused on the next day or two. Where can we buy? Where can we sell? All right? Now, once we've identified all the trend lines on a 4-hour time frame, we're going to go on a 1-hour time frame and go even deeper. All right? Now, when I come on a 1-hour time frame, I see this right off the bat. Okay? Notice every single time I drop time frames, I find more and more areas where I can buy and sell. So now, do you see how this area here had a cluster of candles where they failed? So I connected it right through this bar. So guess what? What do you think is going to happen, guys, if these candles come down and they touch this line? What do you think is going to happen? Yep, it's going to go up. If it fails to penetrate it, yep, it's going to go up. Okay? So that's another trend line. Now, the most immediate important trend line I see right now is right here, right in front of our faces. We can trade this tonight. We can trade this right now even. We can actually trade right now. Why? Because, check it out. Immediate 1-hour candles. Each one represents 1 hour. So this candle is the one within the last hour. Okay? And look at this. This trend line is constantly being supported and held. Every time prices touched it, they bounced up. They bounced up. They bounced up. So what do you think is going to happen when this candle comes down and touches it? Yup. If it fails to penetrate, guess where it's going? It's going higher. So what can you do? You can buy. All right? You can buy. Now, we don't want to put any more trend lines on a 1 hour. So now we're going to just go right down to execution time frame, which is 15 minutes. So guys, we do all of our analysis on a 4-hour, 1 hour, and daily candles. Okay, so all of our technical analysis, the plotting of the technical tools is used on a daily time frame, 4-hour time frame, and a 1-hour time frame. However, our entry is on a 15-minute and a 5-minute candle. Why? Because we'll have much tighter movement. Because now every candle here represents 15 minutes. Every candle here represents 5 minutes. So you can get in within the most smallest fraction of a movement and not miss a penny of a profit. That's the beautiful thing. Guys, keep sharing. Keep sharing. We're doing amazing. And keep giving hearts. Now you can get in as tight as possible. So based on that 1 hour candle I drew, do you not now see all these amazing opportunities? Look at how well my trend line that I just drew had held previous prices. Amazing. Every time. So about an hour ago, okay, you could have bought the USD CAD, all right, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. An hour later, you would have been up 20 pips, which if you're trading one standard lot, which is very tiny, everybody can do it, you would have made 200 bucks. You would have made 200 bucks in an hour. That's what somebody makes in an entire day or 2 days. And you could have made that money sitting at the side of the beach with your margarita in your hand. All right? Now, guess what? Another opportunity is coming. If it touches this again and fails, you bet your buck you can buy it again and she's going to go up. All right? I can even come on a 5-minute time frame and draw a tighter trend line. Check that out. Now I'm just super tight. If I'm scalping, I can come over here and just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper. And multiple areas to buy. Now if I come on a 1 hour, look at all these opportunities I have. All these are days that we can buy and sell. Buy and sell. All of these are amazing trading opportunities, boys and girls. All right? And they never fail. I promise you they never fail. There are instances where you get false breakouts, and I'll teach you guys that later on. But as long as a candle comes down and fails to penetrate, the next candle is going to push up. Now, if a candle comes down and penetrates and closes below it, now you're guaranteed that it's going to probably fall to the next support level. So you can sell it. So no matter what, you have a trading opportunity, whether it's buying it or selling it. That is the basics of trend lines. Okay? Connecting multiple price points to create a future line where you know every single time price comes to it, if it penetrates it, it's going to go down for sure or up. If it doesn't penetrate it, you can take the position long or short as well, which is buy or sell. Make sense? Everybody on point with that? So that's the first thing, trend lines. And I love trend lines. Now, this is a 4-hour time frame. Now look how it looks like. Remember how basic it was before? Now it looks like Wolverine slashed my screen. All right? And that's only trend lines. All right? Now, the next tool I'm going to teach you is horizontal support and resistance. All right? Now, right next to the trend line button, you have a dash. If you hover over it, it says horizontal line. All right? Guys, share the feed. Don't let it drop. Everyone share the broadcast, please. All right? Now you have a horizontal line. You click it and just click your screen right away. You see how it drops a long horizontal line? That is a support and resistance line you could essentially put anywhere on your screen where prices are basically going to fail or penetrate. All right? Now I'm going to double click it and I'm going to delete it and I'm going to show you how horizontal lines work. Again, what time frame do we want to start on? Daily. So we want to click D1 at the top over here. Okay? We're going to click D1. And now every single candle here represents 1 day. all right, represents 1 day of price action. Now, how does horizontal support and resistance work? Much like the side trend lines, what we want to do is find multiple points of contact where prices have long wicks or there was a reversal. So for example, you got, this area, prices were going up, 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 and all of a sudden, you got a big red candle afterwards. Okay? All this big bullish movement, and then bam, a red candle where it failed. It tried to go up, it failed. It tried to go up, it failed. It tried to go up, it failed. So what does that tell me? It tells me some kind of supernatural forces there. No, I'm kidding. There's resistance there. This is a support and resistance level, right? So I'm going to come and I'm going to drop a horizontal line right on top of this. Now I'm going to zoom it in so you can see. I am touching the top of the candle, not the wick. You never want to put the trend line on top of the wicks, okay? See, these are the wicks. You want to put it on the price itself, where the body is. Okay, so this right here is the body. The wick shows where prices went and retreated from. Where the body is where prices actually closed. We don't care how big the wick is. Okay? At least at this point in trading, we don't. We're just concerned about the body, where prices actually closed. Guys, share the feed. Everybody, right now, swipe right, share broadcast. Everybody, don't let our followers drop. All right? Now, I put this trend line in, this horizontal trend line in this cluster. All right? Let's see if it actually meant anything. All right? Now, if you look at it, it supported this area. Prices at the beginning of the year in March failed to penetrate it. So as you can see, yep, this actually has held prices on multiple occasions. So it's a good support and resistance level. Another beautiful support and resistance level. Check this out. See this cluster up here? Let's zoom it in. Check that out right there. Boom. I'm going to drop it right there. Now, if you had this in the past, you would have again known last week why we took our trade going long on USD CAD and how we made a ton of money. Because that trend line itself, the horizontal support resistance line, that as you can see, January 15 of 2015, it tried to touch this, it tried to break up, and this line held the price. And on the day that it failed, it dropped 700 pips 2 days later. You know how much money that is? You could make $7 million in 2 days trading a big account, or $700,000 or $70,000. I would have made $70,000 on this move alone in 2 days. All right? Now, once prices failed, they never went back up there until March, where they failed again. And end of March, beginning of April, it failed again. So it's fair to say last week, when prices started to come up to this line, every time it touched it and failed, you could sell it. And look, you would have been right every single time. Now, on Wednesday, it broke through it. Finally, after 1 year, it broke through it. And that was our trigger. It took 1 year to break. When it finally breaks, boom, everybody go long. And I told everyone to go long on this setup. Okay? So, your horizontal support and resistance is connecting any area where prices failed multiple times. Now, check down here. Prices failed here, 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 here. Can I draw a trend line here, guys? Can I put a horizontal line here? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And once I put it, not only is it good there, but hey, what happened last month? 2 months ago, sorry. Look how well it protected it. Look how well it protected it. Once it broke here, boom, you could have gone long. Okay, do we see any other support and resistance zones? Let's see. Let's see if we find anything else. Look, perfect, right here. Another one. You can see where I'm going with this. Now, I'm going to go on a 4-hour time frame. Now, not only do I have these trend lines that I can trade off of, now I got my horizontal lines to trade off of. All of a sudden, the USD CAD is quite a tradable instrument. Half an hour ago, you guys had no idea what the hell to do with the USD CAD. Now, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,